On the 9th of December 2014, hardcore Destiny fans saw the arrival of the first chapter in the Taken King saga called The Dark Below, which was chronicling the journals about Crota, the son of Oryx, of his rise to dominance. And the narrative tells right through the eyes of Erismon, one of the original surviving guardians, who went into the depths with a team, and it was a complete failure. She was the only one that survived, but she took up sanctuary in the tower alongside commanders of Ala K6 and Ikara Ray. This is a whole cinematic build up to Oryx's arrival in the Taken King, which continues on from the story of the Dark Below. But the DLC was rather mixed. Some of them enjoyed it, and some others thought it felt a bit flat in places, where they came up with this thing called the Crota's End Raid, which to many people they said it was a glorified strike. And the great bastions of the tower, the guardians who braved the depths of the raid to face Crota, to reign supremacy, and all that, like, gets good rewards, and etc, etc, etc. Yeah, and in this rare vdoc, the devs goes on about the journeys they went through in order to craft a well structured narrative into the continuation of the vanilla story of Destiny, which leads to the arc and the conclusion in the Taken King. And it's very rare to see what they went through and all the memories of the hardcore players getting these awards for defeating Crota. I was quite somewhat privileged to have a little taster of it myself, which was great. Fond memories there, and yeah, and sit back with a box of popcorn and a Coke and enjoy the vdoc of the Dark Below. All credits and all the materials provided belongs to Bungie, and until then, this is me, Frankie Croft Smales. May the force be with you, and enjoy the show.
Peggy 16.
We have this really amazing opportunity to build a world that people want to stay in for a really long time and have that conversation with them. It's really exciting that this time it's a two-way street. It's not the one-way street it was ever before.
We heard loud and clear what players wanted. They wanted more. That's what we've tried to do in The Dark Below, is bring people more. It's got more Crucible multiplayer maps, it's got a new strike, a brand new raid, new weapons, got new gear. More story was a core goal for us, so we created Eris.
I am Eris, the last. I have seen what the Hive call a god. I told Zavala, we mustn't wake them.
Eris is many things. She's a vendor in the tower, so she has loot and armor for you to get as you progress in the story.
Kill Sardon.
But she's also the main quest giver for the whole Dark Below storyline.
Omnigul is wicked and desperate. Keep your light safe.
Eris and other Guardians tried to kill Crota. It didn't go well, and she spent years hiding in the tunnels below the moon, waiting for a chance at revenge.
The ritual has begun. Push forward, Guardian.
So one of the new things we're doing with the strike is we're integrating it into the storyline.
We wanted Eris to tie everything together.
Crota's soul is waking.
And so she's woven into the strikes, the story, and the raid, and making it all part of that one cohesive experience.
When we sit down as the raid team and talk about building a new raid, we start with, what's the theme? The theme of the Vault of Glass was a descent. With Crota's End, one-way trip became that theme that a bunch of our mechanics and experiences were measured against.
So Expansion 1 has 3 new maps. There's Pantheon, Skyshock, and the Cauldron. Pantheon is our first truly symmetric map. There are 3 lanes. There's Cliffside, Center, and Waterfall. We wanted to have better compartmentalized infantry zones, so Skyshock gives us that. You've got the vehicles owning one space and you've got infantry owning another. And then we have the Cauldron. You've got these unique locations on each part of the map that are very easy to call out. You've got Bone Room, you've got Bridge Room, you've got the Altar, which is what makes it such a good small team map and a good Rumble map.
In The Dark Below, you get new guns, new exotics.
More choices of exotic armor that change the way the characters play. Well, you've got Eris, who's got a Hive-themed weapon, she's got shaders, she's got class items, she's got bounties for experience.
We're gonna have new Crucible weapons, a full set of new raid weapons, new Vanguard weapons, and new legendary weapons across the board.
Certainly we're going to explore some stuff that we think is really cool, but we're also going to listen to the community and build some things that they think is pretty cool. Just like we shipped the game and it got into real players' hands and they started to play and we learned so much, the same thing's going to happen with The Dark Below. And I think that's going to change how we look at Expansion 2 and what we do next.
Peggy 16.
6 of us went down into the pit. Only one crawled out. I am Eris, the last. I have seen what the Hive call a god. Crota, son of Oryx. He took everything from me. He will turn his eyes to Earth. And only a true weapon of the light can stop his wrath. Now you must face what lurks in the dark below.
Peggy 16.
Six of us went down into the pit. Only one crawled out. I am Eris, the last. I have seen what the Hive call a god. Can no longer be ignored. We must stop what is coming.
Peggy 16.
When the Fallen sought to destroy us, I protected the reef. In the end, they all bowed before me. We showed them mercy and offered them a home amongst the awoken. They met that mercy with betrayal. Now, they will feel my wrath. Open the reef to the Guardians. Offer the riches of our realm as bounty for these traitors. Let the hunt begin.
Peggy 16.